Hello there guys, it's Joey and this is my Yule altar for 2014. Oh, right, so this is it all over. I'm really happy. The altar cloth is a scarf and I ordered it on Amazon and it was cheap and I was really thrilled with it, and it did take a little bit longer to come, but it was really inexpensive and I really love the imagery on it. So it's black and white. Arguably some people are going to maybe argue against black and white for Yule, but I don't care. For me the Morrigan encroaches more and more, and the Celtic themes encroach more and more with the seasonal altars, and that's just natural to me. It just feels right to me, and that's the whole point of an altar, especially a seasonal altar. You're reflecting your feelings within the season. So I love the fact there are two circles, so it's a little bit like two cycles. So Yule will be the last festival of 2014, moving on to the cycle of 2015, even if you don't consider this to be the new year, which technically I don't. I feel much more akin to Samhain and thinking of that as New Year. But it's still beautiful, powerful imagery, and it's a little bit like suns. Like, they look like solar sun wheels a little bit. They actually look like, from a distance, they look quite Mayan, like the Mayan solar wheels, which are calendars, I believe. I think I'm right. If I'm wrong, someone will correct me, I'm sure. But I love that imagery, and the fact that they feel quite solar as we're celebrating, you know, the return of the sun. Sounded like the return of the king, but never mind. That kind of works too. And then they have, I hope you can see the deer, and then it looks like holly and ivy imagery on. So these are actually stags because they've got antlers, and then in here are the does. So I really like the imagery there. I really love the altar cloth, and I was keeping it simplified again. This tends to be the theme now. Less is more. Let's work from the inside out then. So again we have the oil burner. Oh gosh, look at you, Mr. Labradorite. You are stealing the show. Look at you. Don't mind me. I'm a Labradorite freak. Okay, so we have the, if you haven't seen it before, of course, it's actually an oil burner. I treat it like a statue, and it has the Maiden Mother crone, so the crone is facing forward still, with the crow feathers that were there for Samhain, and it's beautiful. I like it, and it feels right to me. It gives this something more of Morrigan, maybe a little bit of Bran around this time of year, and the three orbs. Amethyst, moonstone and rose quartz, which again reflect the energies. You can see the little cray Nico Labradorite in the middle now instead of amethyst, because I identify much stronger now with Labradorite. And then my birth toadstool here, and oh, I need something there. And then the spirit quartz is, there you go. So then we zoom out, and we have a ring of the small Labradorite. I'm impressed you can get any light in here because it's really gloomy now. We're actually passing into darkness. Passing into darkness. I don't know what that was about, don't ask me. I'm just being weird. Right, and then oh, madness. Absolute nuttiness. And then we have the little Xmas tree, pagan tree, whatever you want to call them, candles that are there in place of the toadstools. These only ever come out for Yule, and they're 2 or maybe 3 years old, but I keep them and keep them safe, and every year they come out for Yule, so it's like a tradition, which I like. And then there are little teeny tiny pine cones in between them. Diddy cones. Okay, and then at the back we've got the goddess offering bowl and the Morrigan statue. Again, the balance of black and white, yin and yang, day and night, male and female, all that good stuff. Balance. I like it. I like it a lot because it actually, speaks to me of the balance of male and female, and the balance of female in male, without, in the most basic, the most simplistic, but the most potent and powerful tones to me personally, which is black and white. I think it's beautiful, and I like reclaiming that colour imagery for something positive rather than the whole people who have put a negative Hollywood spin on it. So then the Morrigan has her little silver offering dish there, and another Morrigan statuette there, and then of course we have water, earth, spirit, air and fire with their little elemental guardians. There's fire. And I have 4 of the larger labradorite. This is the one that Tanis sent. This is the one that the lady in the shop, and I won't mention her name because she doesn't want me to, had aside and she let me have it. So it's very, very, look, we're so special. So beautiful. So yeah, so labradorite, surefire way to make me stop doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, in the offering bowl, by the way, there's the dragon eggs or seer stones. I like them as representations of spirits, and so they're in there. I may add some more bits and pieces as offerings depending on how I feel. I haven't got a pine cone that I'm happy to sit in there at the minute. And then we have, this is the goddess side and this is the god side. They're both pretty much the same. Oh, they're the wrong side. Joey, how could you? How could you mess that up? And then throw a load of thing all over the altar. Well done. There you go. Right, that is now correct. So the male within female and the female within male. There we go. And so I'm actually using the full moon candles. There's something about trying to find Yule altar candles which is a nightmare, and it's just as bad at Samhain. I don't know what it is, I just don't like the pre-made ones, even from my favourite places. And I don't want gold, I don't want red, I don't want green, so they kind of, I was kind of like, I don't currently have moulds in this size. I'm going to get them and start making them myself, and then that'll solve it. But I kind of like these because if you see here, you can see like the sun and then the moon and then the stars all in within that one imagery. So it has the birth of the sun god in it. And then, you know, the spiral within her womb and the spiral within her. So the imagery works. It's not tailor-made for Yule, but the imagery works. And there's a moonstone on her side, and then the base is salt, mistletoe, and hawthorn berries. And hawthorn berries are everywhere right now. So I was just like, I don't care if it's not stereotypical of Yule, I want them. And they're everywhere in nature right now, so that really resonated. So there you go. And then at the front, my little power cauldron with the little teeny tiny quartz, really, really clear quartz that was gifted to me from the other lady in the holistic shop for my birthday. And then the power, my lovely power cauldron with quartzes and the little labradorite in there now that Sharon gifted me on the soapstone triqueta, and then the scolecite at the front. The scolecite is at the front for a particular reason, and that's how we will finish this video. Going from now, heading into January, as I have already promised a dear friend, I'm going to be focusing on healing work a lot, and there's going to be videos to that effect. We're going to be talking about things we can do, things I'm going to do, spell work, and to do with healing. And it's a lot to do with renewal. It's a lot to do with really deep-rooted hurts from the past, things that just keep coming up and keep rearing their really ugly head, and helping yourself to cope and get through it and cleanse out and feel better and get through it. All that good stuff. So that's where we're going to go with from Yule going forward. That is definitely what my focus is going to be in my private practice, and I'm going to be sharing some of that as well. So that's why it's there. you know, there's an overarching theme of snow and peace and tranquility. There's a little bit of blood in the snow over here, which is associated with beauty, if you follow me. I've mentioned that before. Blood in the snow is used to describe Snow White and geisha, and it's a beauty thing as well as a sacrifice thing. Okay, which is fitting. I like it. I like it a lot. So this is my Yule altar for 2014. Many blessings.